What's up, guys? It's Mickey, and we are getting ready to go into our coordinator training that we're having. We've got the weekend off this weekend, so we figured what better time to get all of the Show Me Reptile Show coordinators together and do some training.
I like it before the show day because we can take something off our plate.
I think that Cape Girardeau was a show that we had that was super small. Cape Girardeau was a show that was really that local, small community, and we also have to really realize when we're selling those shows, our shows really are tiered environments.
You being a vendor and coordinator, how important are these meetings?
These meetings are really good because we get to take aspects from being a vendor that we see from the vendor side and then bring them to the coordinators, so that way we can be working the coordination, how we can best suit the vendors, who is truly our customers, what we can do for them that makes it a better experience overall, and what they feel we need to do to bring customers in the door for them as well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword with us because we have two different customers at the same time, that we have to do certain things for each one of them, and it just helps us a whole lot better getting a vendor perspective at a meeting that's open and honest, and we can say whatever we need to say without coming off rude or confrontational.
Definitely. And what are the tricks to making a sale as a vendor when you're talking to someone or whatever? What are the tricks to make? Because you mentioned you'll be at some shows, and even me as a I don't go to a lot of shows, but I mean, if you're on social media, you see people bashing different things,
Right.
whether it's Show Me or whether it's NARBC.
Right.
They're like, oh, I didn't make any money. But you're like, no, I mean, I made a good amount of money, and majority of people are saying they made money. So what are the tricks, and what helps that person who's a negative Nancy possibly, or just not getting that?
Just being up and out and not sitting behind the table on your cell phone. Being engaging to every customer that comes up. If you see a kid, talk to them. Ralph and Susan, one of the vendors who got me into Chihuahua geckos, her greatest sales tactic is she puts a Chihuahua in your hand. And once you have them in your hand, you take them home.
That's how I got Lychee.
Right. I mean, it's literally, a lot of people don't like to have your animals touched because you do run kind of a biohazard type deal where you can bring different diseases home. However, if you got a good quarantine process at home, we allow like 2 or 3 animals that we allow to be held. Other than that, the rest of them stay in there unless you're buying them. But as far as just being engaging to the customer, being positive. Like if you're away from your table complaining about things, you're not at your table selling things. Where if I'm at my table and I'm engaging every little kid that shows up, if I'm talking to the parents, if I notice them looking at something else, there's a lot of times I'll promote the table right next to me if I feel that animal's better than the animal that I have for them. Like Zach and I vend a lot of shows together. I'll have new cows, he's got leopard geckos. So I'm able to say, well, I think a leopard gecko is probably better for your kid at this age because the tail doesn't fall off. It's a little more handleable. Being able to point a customer in the direction of a better animal, because that's what it's truly about, that builds trust with you. So when they're ready to go to that new cow, that next step, they're coming to me. Sales tactics like that, I hate to use the word tactics, I just love the animals, and I think the love that I have for the animals comes out, and then that makes people want to buy them from me.
You have everyone oohing and eyeing. What did you just break down on this computer?
We have a show organizational checklist that has all the vendors who are doing shows, links to social media groups that we can post in, links to local news stations that we can reach out to, sometimes food truck lists, just so that we can kind of have one organizational space for everything that everyone has access to.
Sweet, and it's a good way, I guess, for the community to grow right here with the Show Me Reptile.
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with us being organized and then growing out from there. So, yeah.
Sweet. How long did it take you to make that? And you can be honest.
Oh, I've been working on it since like March. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, close to a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's still going.
Still going.
So I do a few of the graphics. Really the big thing is just being clean, concise, and just staying short. Because I know a lot of people have like about a 5-second time span, so I want the most information that you're going to read, just with the least amount of effort and also with the ease of your eyes. So like I don't want bright colors, I want enough that I'm going to catch your attention, but I'm also going to put information that you're going to actually take time to read. So I have the opportunity to look at the back end, which is our administrative side. I read all of the metrics, and then I get to alter my graphics based off of what people are viewing most often and what they're actually interacting with. So So most often I change my graphics so that way it's more pleasing to our viewers, and it's all vendor and viewer like operated pretty much.
Definitely. A lot of people feel like, oh, that's easy. But how
It is not.
much time goes into it?
It is not. I think per graphic right now I'm spending about 45 minutes, and that's if I don't do custom art.
Yeah.
So
There's everything.
I do a lot of art on the side, so I actually will do custom art for each one of my graphics, and then I like to put some of that on there. So I'm taking, right now I'm working on a new St. Louis graphic, and I'm going to do all the custom art on that one, and right now it's taken me an hour and a half, but that's not including caption time, which I've come up with a pretty efficient way of coming up with that, but not a lot of people know that it does take hours to sit down and actually do media. So I love it. It's so much fun, but it is very time consuming.
Definitely. And how long have you been doing this?
So I actually started, I'm a college athlete. So I ran media at my old college. I did photos, I did videography, I did photo editing, media through that, all just to, promote the athletics. And then I transferred over, and, now I'm a vendor. So I do it just for us and for our reptiles to highlight what I love doing. So
Really sweet.
I love serving
Honestly, like I swear, like I'm gonna hit you, it's right there, and I'm like, I promise you, it's not.
on your list that I can post those show graphics, so you guys can go ahead and take it. Or can I put it in a group, or can I put a separate drop?
Pay as you go. What the heck is that?
Pay as you go. It's a super awesome program that we have going on. You can sign up for tables on a credit system with us and then pay at the beginning of our shows. That way it alleviates the stress on you, and you can still figure out your whole year's schedule and book us out.
So easy a kid can do it.
So easy a kid can do it.
Zach and I talk about it a lot from just being at the front of the show. If we present with a smile, the smile comes in the building, the smile transfers through the building. So, and it's the same way as a vendor. If I look at the customer, I'm smiling, I'm talking to them, I'm engaging them. If I would show them an animal versus just standing there watching them look at my table. If I see them look at an animal, I'll pick it up and actually bring it closer to them. Now all of a sudden they're a little more engaged and so on. So if I just show my passion for the animals, it usually rubs off on them, and the next thing you know, they're either making a sale or they might make 2 or 3 loops back through, but still come back to me because they trust me. And I try to give them the best education about the animal and everything that I can, because then I'm more knowledgeable than the guy who's just sitting there going, and some of it's pride. Some people feel like they have such good animals that they'll sell themselves. I'm just one of those people that I believe that my personality is going to sell more animals. So that's what I try to go with.
No, this is a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that nobody sees us working on whenever they're criticizing what we're doing. It's really a 7-day-a-week job, all hours that you're awake thing. So we're always just trying to work and improve everything that we do.
And what's beautiful is I didn't get everyone's names, but some of the things, it was like a lot of rumors debunked during this meeting, where a lot of them are vendors as well who do work the shows, and they gave their insight about what works, but they also gave insight about what doesn't work. But
Yeah.
It seems like majority of the rumors, which is, I don't see a lot of them, it seems like it was debunked in this meeting, in the sense of it's usually that person who's doing something wrong, as opposed to majority of folks who are having a good time, making money, and if they're not making money, it's probably something they did or something we can all work on to fix.
Oh yeah, and that's what we always try to do. That's why we have our weekly meetings, and then we have our training sessions like this, so we can identify problems and we can fix them. And some of the problems that we have are problems that are they take time and money. So things like our table layouts and stuff like that, that's just going to take time and money.
Yeah.
But there are problems that we can fix, that we've identified this week that we can fix for next week. And those are the ones that we're spearheading right now.